awadina wadufo mitiangereto minipezo West Nile TV ni nezoresi andu simbudu eroromi mbalu ili elfri kaldunitoi ametejo LAZA logbaratini rupedo ama mesunga ejonde madri kulukulu di rakaka.
Ejo di kulukulu di ma alia Maracha district nzi arok biledzwa malaria tuzuri matiram. Nebi district esu motukari azoba yi onezore ram. Azingaza ngorore eri ejo azi oporone azi pariam. Ama mesuki ejondei madriaring.
Mionve marusi fete Emmanuel ejonde lapi midrio vitiva desiri Maracha district nzi arok biledzwa malaria atrizuri matiram. Arok biledzwa malaria atrizuri mati banzi Maracha district yara lezo azo malaria nere maongbo esizo. Ili adzerese arok biledzwa de ko obi Maracha district yadi mazasaro azo malaria nere maongbo esizo. Ama mesuki uduko tinere madriare.
Maracha district nzi otita azilezo azo malaria nere atuzuru matiram. Azo malaria nere ni erezo kari Uganda nere maalia wakakarise. Maracha district de West Nile yare nzidi otita azi odini mati aro ogbezo zoma alia lezo nia odizasiram. Ejo drinere ere lezo malaria atuzu akuma alia griko aze onironese. Otitadiri edo embudu azirese mbalo ileltri kalduni toise bura primary school mamtira pariadi Maracha district alenia dile kandondo engaba arakala lata neruma aliam azine gamete mamulebe obi enyati yaribe imu otitanderma alia ende ata zadraro jeska ovope enduru alatama ejon de Maracha district yare mudle jozokene Marachani district azidle ba esupe orodri de ma alia endene agbarnire azoma lara nere maongone adezo district nderma alia angererese.
Maracha district local government is one of the districts that has benefited from indoor residual spraying, that is the IRS in short, and we've been using it in a way to reduce malaria in the district. This is the third time we have implemented this specific intervention. And why Maracha has been chosen among all other districts is because Maracha has a very high burden of malaria in the district. And since we started having this intervention of IRS, we have seen malaria reducing drastically actually.
Egazirma alia alema diki o vope karanero Maracha district ya azinim ambo social services nire ni ejon zeria yokinim IRS di otita lezo aro ogbezo zware ma urudri ere angreto de tuni azo malaria nire atizon.
Actually, Maracha used to stand at 53% cases of sicknesses in facilities, health facilities. Those were reported to be malaria. But the first IRS, which was done in 2022, helped us, but people did not realize the impact so much. But now, when we reached last year, that is 2023, the chemical was changed. This time we now use actelic, which has so much helped, and we still have issues despite the intervention of the government through IRS. We still have issues in the community, the mindset of the people. There are still community members that believe through going for prayers they can still treat malaria. There are people who still have believed that when they go to witch doctors, they can still get medication for malaria, which is a myth.
Azurma alia Morino Rodrio o vopi ba ejonde matio daba de maze engazwa mutipiko tenirma alia Maracha district yarem yode obidri le Mahmud le ejo ini eto yaradi yeso benin.
We are contributing to the national goal and therefore strengthening the health system in Maracha district local government. Our interventions are basically on malaria reduction, and our mode of intervention is on ICCM, that is Integrated Community Case Management. We work very closely with our VHTs. There are so many other activities that PICOT has always been supporting the district with, and I am obliged and very happy through the office of the cow that they gave us very conducive working environment to see that the different projects that are supported by TASO and then PMI are successfully implemented.
Dramani Collins of Opi Enduru agate Mapepi Maracha district yarepetia wa reform amutindondo di idri azini dileka ndondo di idri utita yinoto nyiro delerisim mudile jozukini ejo yinisu kulungboro di itse tema mudile adi izu azo onzi di ipem.
I first of all want to thank the President for having put so many initiatives to ensure that malaria is eliminated in this country. I also want to thank the health department of the district for always implementing the presidential directives to ensure that malaria is eliminated in this country perfectly. I also want to thank the communities for always supporting the government programs, especially the initiatives to ensure that malaria is eliminated at a certain period of time. That is to say, by 2030. Besides all those challenges, besides all those achievements that people are trying to put in place, there is still challenge of misconception of some local people in our place. One, the issue of witch doctors. The issue of people believing that there's no malaria, which has been propelled by some people who don't believe that malaria is in existence. Secondly, there are those who believe that they can only be treated by witch doctors. This is something which is too big for us as leaders of this nation, as leaders of Maracha, as leaders of this country, that we all need to come on board to ensure that we sensitize our people against the issue of propelling misconception.
Ele azernitio periade Maracha district ma alia besuandra azo malaria nede ba elfalo kale aziadni aroni imarua bakadiro bi elendra aliprese besundra malaria ba elfukalto ini imarua leron esekenese aro belezare isi azo malaria nere ma ongbo angumaracha nere ma alia angereto idripi West Nile TV nere ora ko Benson Pastore Pito alofete Emmanuel Dem ejo LAZA dream.
Ejo LAZA esele asrima alia nebi district su mutokari azobai olezuri ram. Dileka nebi district ya di fe mutokari odi azini tutua odi azia za kozo di harakala lata nirma alia di nebi district ya motukari odede bangere ayo ba azoro di olezo azini atipa ma ejo nezo di harakala alata nirma aliam ama mesuki oduko nirma tiarengazo za walk Alfred Vo
Kamete elelerwa nebi district yari embudu arose mba alo ilelpri kaldne susi esu motokare oi onvele ambulance rorera tualo tutua be lezo azakoma pezo ega alata nerma aliam dituni atipa ma ejosim de otita aze angerene district nderma alia lezo nezo kenem atipa ma azakorra dituni lezo baima azakozo ega arozo ega alata neresem odukoti esulerisi atipadi nga baima zako de tunim are ojita ma ejose sabani are lezo ejon belenisi arozwarisim motukaro mbele ambulance rodi ba fere arakala alata nerimutia apa alenia di tuni apa bani etozo baima zakozo arozwa ejon belesi di toni ba ima edri pazo giriko motukar nderem na aliarese obazu motukar ndemarua ba febini piki ase o denende lezo atibazo ewa kokoro endem toni atizo ango nde talorode ima aliam atambe Manuel Orombi ovopi ogwe in the district nerem kini otitari ningape aziba alatane de ine tazo pere azoba evo azini ine tozo are ojizo mbeleko tete.
To mobilize because there's a new blood center, but I want to thank also UNICEF and AFSI. They have given us very big refrigerator. That is what we are using for screening now. Then also, the laboratory right now is what we brag of. It's a 5-star laboratory now, which means we can do all this testing of the blood from here and a confirmatory test from here. Now we have a blood distribution center, but the problem has been also on logistical issues that when we go to mobilize, how do we go? Because there are no vehicles. And we have been gambling. Sometimes they will use my personal vehicle. Sometimes they will use the one for hospitals. Sometimes for DHO. Even RDC will give us, including CAF. And until in 2020, we increased on our advocacy. And that's when we started up this thing. We started this blood collection center and distribution using our double cabins and the rest, but they said it's not healthy enough, and that's why now we wrote a proposal to UNICEF, and UNICEF gave us a Land Cruiser, though they were a bit old. They gave us two, but one we deployed there. But he did not stop on our advocacy with a blood bank, and until by end of last year, that's when we were given this Land Cruiser, and Land Cruiser with they gave us also
Katia Dioruko atamba Orombi ni josri yakini ambulance di mapeta tualo tutua dive ere eje tenzaza aze ankerene etazokini dileka district ndade nedi ase obima alata se azine drinyaza seram
Action Center, and is performing so well because the performance they always rank which district is performing well and also which region and so forth. So we have been collecting blood, and all this blood, when they are tested, they are redeposited back to Navy. And this is why you have had the cases of referral has reduced. So today we have commissioned one motorbike, Boxer. That one will be used for the community facilitator to run and mobilize people. Then also we have commissioned one ambulance, and this ambulance is going to help us run, Land Cruiser. Land Cruiser is going to help us as a van to run around, mobilize, and also collect this blood. And I think our people will be safe, especially pregnant mothers and also accident cases. Otherwise, thank you so much. We thank you so much for always airing our view and other opinions. And thanks for the support. Thank you, Blood Bank. Thank you, Arua Regional Office. Thank you, Government of Uganda.
Gazrma alia Daktari Manuel onapa ovope ambo arozo nima ejo onepe di nebi hospital yare mudle jozukini le bama sovini robia ejo alata nere onezo toni apasile sisidi arozo nderema alia di ma rua enden.
We are so glad today that at the end of last year, Uganda Blood Transfusion Services got a new vehicle, a Land Cruiser, and a motorcycle, which is going to be used for blood collection and associated services. So today, as in the BDC local government, we are glad that the vehicle and the motorcycle was commissioned for use, and we want to thank the government of Uganda, but also the BDC local government for the great collaboration. So the vehicle is going to be under use in the hospital here, but it will be used to collect the blood from a neighboring district.
Ambulance de manamba eri uga na alotokotoko na su oromi. de repetane ingazo arakala alata nerevo erenga azinga arozo ne binirma alia azini paribane aretambazurma alia di nebiende ipitu national tv nereza wokal pepitu alupete manuel dem LAZA dream
LAZA matio pizo azinga zamborore azi oporoni azi pariam bani etozo angwezo za etizo azima paria le bama ye ngoro azini bama fefini utita ndondo di azipamvo nirimadriarera nzepere ere atamva azatom ovope membalangani moyari ama mesuki odukoti nirimadriare ingazo okumu Dominic Vo
bani nzezo ngoro azini bani utita Robia ayuzore tezo kilili rure ere azi angerene de bani azingaria obibem. Urukotidiri efo atamba alero tomaza matia ovope memba langani moyo west ma aliari de la ropi city secondary school ene marita eleni tio pizuri jazore sem. Retade redu periodo irisembodwa sire mbalo ele frikald neto SM la ropi city secondary school ba sukulu de da donda tineliel free efialo se ofidiari donda sukulu ndermetene Votinia bo tudinda sukulu ndari city secondary school ro eliel free efiazirisem sukulu ndari ibidrichi angereto de kulumbu azendondo de ma ejose ni ma esalia anzima kalafe bani se skulu are ne obozo wari arore azini sukulu fizo feta samadria kore ezivini kulumbu aziangere ni ndileka sukulu ndari drinde ani atamba lero tomaza ovopi membalanga nere fede embata sukulu madileka edri jozo kinim ejo ini bokore le madre ejo azingazo aramoko kore azini ini etozo robia ini ayulere bazo obi madilea ngborom ma otukivini agbatara tipika ibende azini jonze za imeselare na ovo onyirende Tenenga sukulu di mazako atizo onyirobenim ejo kadri beirit meseliatse lebama eji ba banitozo ende mazako zobenim.
We are supposed to have transparency, accountability. We are supposed to have dialogue. We are supposed to really have issues related to consensus in running such a school so that it can develop. Because if we do not really cooperate, if we do not pass information and we do not communicate among ourselves, teachers do not communicate with the parents do not come for meetings, then there will always be disorganization in any school.
Ozali Gabriel Ovope Councilor La Ropi Sub-County RM Dini Imupi Board Member Ore Mudle Jozo Kenem Tipi Ejo Ene Amari Tipika Leni Sukulunde Du Apa Ene Roko Agbarnire Ene Sukulu Fizio Fezo Koresem
The school fees payment, first of all, it has become a very big blow, more especially from the AGM, which featured most, because parents, meaning that parents are not impressive to the payment of school fees and they are not owning the school. If they are really to own the school and have that love for their children, that they want these children to learn, and I think it is the biggest responsibility ever they should have produced.
And the voices of Vope, Councilor Ngazularo Piton Councilor Idi Leka Gametiadi, Ini Ti Etizutualo, Lezunezo Pini, Sukulundere, Ma oteta ere onyerotom ani badivini ejo rojeba Sukulundere ma aliadi tuni Leka imarua ini mule suzo Sukulundere marua hangere kuirisem agbarnire Sukulundere ni ima ura okuta job ani rorizore avezo averesem.
The teachers must do their role, their patriotic duties. Must ensure that they play their role as required in teaching professions. Then also the students must also get serious. You see, here somebody teaches you here, locally here. But also there are some percentage which requires you to also, you need to push it yourself. Not everything to be taught in class by the teacher. You have also a role to play in this case. So students, the teachers, they have roles, and also the parents, they have roles to play. And also each and every person must be blamed for what has taken place in the past.
Onzemai Rogers, the Parents and Teachers Association chairperson, requests all the parents to send their children
awadi fomiti angereto minepezu Westnile TV ninezu obiti vawadirisi natadiorukoti amaniti mine uduanduruma alia ejola sama aliari medre midilio titandundu Westnile TV adimanezape adroma tembe parmine amanezuruma alia miomve marusi fete Manuel tade lapi midri uduanduruma aliari